season's getting closer. We're in northeast Kansas. It is August 18th. I came in last week on the food plot and we sprayed some of that grass that was growing up in the clover a little bit with that wicked whitetails Terminator grass killer. What we're doing today, I'll show you over here. We're going to plant some biologic Maxim, and I'm going to mix in with it some Daikon radishes from Cabela's. You know, last year I planted radishes from Cabela's and I planted turnips and they grew great. So I'm going to mix them in with the Maximum this year. Got a couple bags of triple 13. It's August 18th. I got a hold of Biologic today. They said, yeah, no problem. You can go ahead and get that stuff in the ground. They're calling for rain tomorrow and maybe Saturday. So this plot's probably, the edge of it starts about 60 yards from the house. And we have like 200 yards of hose if I have to water this stuff in if we don't get the rain. But we're going to get in here. I'm going to spread this triple 13 fertilizer, and then we're going to disc it in real well. Then we'll mix our Maximum and our radishes together, and we'll broadcast those. And then I don't have a culver packer, so we'll probably bring in the four-wheeler or use a tractor just to pack it in. I don't want to use a drag because this is a really small plot. It's not even a quarter acre, but I'll show you over here. Here's that. You can see where the grass is growing back up. I cut that about 2 weeks ago. Then last week I came in and sprayed it. And that stuff, you know, it might take 2 or 3 weeks for it really to kill that grass off well, but it's a pretty good product. Here's this plot here. And I came in a couple weeks ago and I sprayed all this when I sprayed my Eagle Forge soybeans, and it killed everything off great. It's got a lot of rock in it, but the soil really tills up nice, and those radishes didn't have a problem last year growing in this stuff. So the plot's doing well. I came in with a little bit of plot enhancer from Cabela's last week. I mixed up about 15 gallons worth. The beans seem like they liked it. They seem like they perked up a little bit. I still wish I would have got a better soil sample and really check the pH. Next year I'm probably going to put more of these beans in. The deer have been hammering them pretty good. The tops have been chewed off pretty good. I don't know if you can see here, but they've come in here and nipped a lot of these tops off through here. So these beans are supposed to get like over 3 or 4 foot tall, and they're not going to make it this year. But the deer have been in here. They've been eating them. This is probably going to be the last year for this clover. This is the 3rd or 4th year. It just doesn't seem to be doing real well this year. I may need to get some potash or do some research, and it's just not looking very good this year. So, well, I got my helper out here, my daughter Marissa, and we're going to get this field prepped and get it planted today. So stay tuned, and more to come. She's all right. Go ahead. I got my daughters out here, Shelby and Marissa, helping spread this fertilizer. I think they call for 100 pounds or 400 pounds an acre, and this is probably just under a quarter acre, so we're going to put about, I don't know, maybe between 75 and 100 pounds on it. That's one thing about these food plots. Get your kids out here, and they can enjoy this, and they'll learn at a young age, and once they shoot a deer, it really makes it worthwhile. They put in the work, and then they take a deer off of it. It's pretty awesome. Here's my 5-year-old Shelby helping spread some triple 13 on the food plot. Keep going. Okay, well, we got our triple 13 spread. We spread about 75 pounds. It calls for about 400 pounds an acre. And I think this is just a little shy of a quarter acre or so. So we put about 75 pounds on. I think we'll be good. We're going to disc it in here real well, then we'll come back and plant. Shelby, over there. Stay right there. As you can see out over here, we got this triple 13 fertilizer disc in pretty good. This property is on the edge of a drop off. There's a lot of rock, and every year we pull a lot of rock out of here. It's just a work in progress, but the radishes and turnips grew really well last year. So what we're going to do here is going to mix up this biologic maximum. This maximum is a real small seed, just like the regular clover is. And same as the radishes, they're pretty small. Not as small as the other stuff, but still pretty small. And just mix it all together. This is my first time planting this maximum. I'm really anxious to see how it does. I've heard really good things about it, and I know from firsthand that these radishes grow really well. Shelby, come here. You hold this bag open for me. Hold it just like that, okay? Make sure you hold it open, alright? Alright, thank you. It's okay.
You're welcome. Tell me when you need my help again.
Okay. Alright, well, we got our earthway spreader here, and we'll get this stuff planted. Okay, well, we got our biologic and our Daikon radishes plant or spread. I do not have a quality packer, and you really don't want to drag the seed. It's so small. If you cover it up too deep, it won't grow. So you can use a four-wheeler. You can use what we're going to use today is a tractor, and we're just going to drive over this and just keep going over it on our tractor, just pushing that seed down in the ground. It only needs to be really has to come in good surface contact. You don't want it more than a quarter inch if you were to cover it. So the tractor will just push it down. Make sure you got good soil to seed contact. And if we don't get any rain by Sunday, then I'll, like I said, I got about 200 yards of hose, and I'll run a hose down here through part of the plot, and I can at least get this watered in a little bit. So we'll try to get it pressed down and get good soil contact and see if we can get this stuff growing. Okay, well, I just got done packing this field, and as you can see, when I look over here at this field, it packed in real well with just the tractor tires. What we did here, just to recap, is a couple weeks ago I came in. This is I planted this field last year, and I had I called it my Heinz 57 because I had a little bit of everything. I had radishes, turnips, a couple other things, and everything. A lot of people say, well, hey, overseed because it won't. All your seeds never come up. But I think every seed came up, and I had just too much food in here, and a lot of it got rotten. The only good part about that is it goes back into the soil, but I had too much seed. So this year I toned it back. I didn't put near as much seed in. I came in the spring, and I disced this field up when I did the rest of my field, but I didn't spray it. And midway through the summer, it got quite a bit of green in it. So I came out here, and when I sprayed my beans, I sprayed this field, and it killed everything off. We came back in today, and all I did is I worked the soil up. We put some triple 13 down, about 75 pounds. It's about a quarter acre plot, if that. Then I disced that in good, real good. Then we came back and we did Biologic Maximum and Cabela's Daikon Ranch, and I mixed that up real good. Used my spreader, and I spread that seed out here. I got pretty good coverage on it. And then I just came back in with the tractor because I don't have a cultipacker yet. Came back in with the tractor, and I just went over it and packed everything down good. So right now all we need is some rain, and they're calling for rain in the next couple of days. And once that rain settles in on here, this should be a great little plot. I'm really looking forward to see how that Biologic Maximum does this year. In my other videos I told you we got some good bucks in these fields last year, and we got a ton more food out there now. So she's ready to go. We'll just clean up our mess and wait for some rain. But as always, I'm open for constructive criticism. The Biologic Maximum called for triple 13 fertilizer, so that's why we use that. I need to figure out something for my existing clover plots. They're looking kind of sad. I've heard potash. Any of y'all got some suggestions, please comment below. And as always, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Have a good day, and God bless.